All right. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. And we're just going to wait a second until people come in and get settled. If you're just joining us and you haven't been to one of our sessions before, definitely introduce yourself. If you want to drop your contact info in the chat, if you want to connect with other people. And we're actually going to start right off with a poll today. How did you hear about this meeting? How did you find us today? So if you can let us know that, that would be fantastic. And again, welcome. If I don't know you already, hi, my name is Bobbie Carlton. I am the editor in chief and publisher of Lioness Magazine. I'm also the founder of Innovation Women. And by day, I run a PR and marketing firm. So I'm keeping busy. Absolutely. So, love to hear about how you found out about us. And definitely also feel free to drop your contact info or uh, just a little bit about you in the chat. We are going to start off with introductions. And this is your opportunity to introduce yourself. Liam, if you can start us off with our slides. Thank you. And I think we're going to end that poll. And it looks like a lot of people are here from either LinkedIn or our newsletter. So fantastic. All right. And welcome again to the Lioness Community event. This is for June. Again, I'm Bobbie Carlton. I'm going to be your host today. Next slide, Liam. Just a quick reminder that if you are here for networking, this is a safe space. It's respectful. We're going to have introductions. We want to keep your introduction short and sweet. 15 seconds is plenty to do that quick introduction. If you can stay muted unless you are being called upon, that would be fabulous. And we're also going to use the raise your hand function that you'll find at the bottom of the screen. We always prioritize questions and any self promotion or engagements or wins and stuff that you want to share. Again, drop that into the chat. So, next slide, Liam. Excellent. All right. So again, today's introduction, 15-second introductions. Then we're going to move on to a group discussion on attracting new customers. We'll have small group breakout rooms. We'll do takeaways and a wrap up, and we'll also share with you future networking opportunities. All right, we're going to end the slides for now, Liam, and we're going to shift into introductions. If you'd like to do your introduction, use that raise your hand function, and then I will call upon you by asking you to unmute. That gives you a little heads up that it'll be your turn next. And then you can see there's going to be a timer. Phoebe, can you activate the timer so everybody sees it? It's a different timer and it is in the upper corner in the right-hand corner. It's tiny. It is teeny tiny, and it will also give us a little buzzer at the end of 15 seconds, like that. So that is how the timer is going to be working today. All right, we're going to start off with introductions. And Nancy, you're up first.
Hi there, Bobbie, and everybody else. Thank you so much for allowing me to introduce myself. My name is Nancy Lodi. I am so happy I practice a type of specialized kinesiology that rewires the brain with no exercises and no supplements. And now I'm teaching a modality, and I just need more people to do the work. Thank you.
Excellent. All right, Manuela.
Hi all. I am life coach for women, but what I'm doing right now is teaching beginners to make reels the easy way, and I have a program starting next week. It's going to run for 4 weeks, and it's going to be awesome. And the link is in the chat. Nice to meet you.
Fabulous. All right, Kim.
Hi everyone. So happy to be here. I'm relatively new in the last few months of this group and I absolutely adore it. Okay, I help companies launch, evolve, and grow online products and customer engagement. I would love to help you. If you want to be in touch, please reach out to me.
Awesome. Is it Naima?
Naima.
Naima, thank you. Your turn.
Hi, everyone. I work with underrepresented populations and help them to navigate corporate spaces. I spent 15 years navigating finance as a Black woman, and I use communication and my background as an actress to help people to thrive in communication.
Excellent. All right, Brienne.
Hello, everyone. I'm Brienne Hennessy. If you have ever had that experience of losing your voice, not feeling confident to step on stage, or feeling not heard by others, I help you activate your beautiful, precious voice, take care of it in a healthy way, and ensure you are showing up as your truest self when you speak. Thank you for having me.
Excellent. Orly.
Hi, everybody. I'm the brand whisperer. I make fuzzy clear. I help founders, speakers, coaches, solopreneurs clarify and communicate their zone of genius so they can attract more of their ideal clients and grow their business.
Tish.
Hi. So I fix the things that suck with your marketing because I am a brand mechanic. Instead of putting you into, you need this, or this tool, let's look at the entire experience you're trying to create for your customer and then figure out how to best serve them for success.
Awesome. All right. Carrie.
Yes, hello. I'm Carrie Pasquarello, founder and CEO of Global Secure Resources. I focus on safety and security. And June is National Safety Month, which is a great time to promote safety awareness. So if you're looking for a safety expert, I'd be happy to provide some valuable insights on creating your safer environment. Thank you.
Awesome. Colette.
Hello, I'm a Boston-based consultant specializing in business development. It's called the Colette Effect. If you need help growing your business, I'm your girl.
Excellent. All right. Anne Riley.
Hey everyone, have you ever been told that you need to adapt to a new boss, a new technology, or a new team? Well, I'm an adaptability coach helping people to navigate change in our new AI world. Happy to connect.
Awesome. All right. Caitlin.
Hello, everybody. I'm an acute care and hospice nurse who uses stories, data, and bizarre medical humor to teach trauma-informed communication techniques for healthcare and other high-stress occupations.
That is awesome. Got me to laugh right in the middle. Okay, Natalie.
Hey, everybody. I'm Natalie Benamu. I'm the founder and creator of Her C-Suite, where we help women meet, engage, and thrive in meaningful ways. And we also have a very wonderful, powerful Innovation Women Hub. And I would love to know more about you. So I will put my connection in the chat.
Awesome. All right. And if anybody else is interested in doing their 15-second introduction, just use that raise your hand function. There we go. Pamela, you're up next.
Hello, Pam Sams, Jackson Sams Wealth Strategies. Glad to be here. This is my first networking with Lioness. I'm always on Innovation Women, but I help women secure their financial future so they can sleep well at night. So thanks for having me.
Fabulous. Hazel.
Hi, I'm the feminist financial planner and the founder of a mission-driven company, Align Financial Solutions. We help successful women to build wealth and make a bigger impact.
Fantastic. Dolly?
Hi, I am Dolly. I am the founder of Love Heal Believe, and I help new autism moms and teachers with their wellness and, of course, navigate autism.
Fantastic. All right. Carrie.
Hi, everyone. Thrilled to be here. I help C-suite and executive women to transform imposter syndrome and navigate high-stakes conversations, elevate their executive presence without giving up their personal life or their values or their authenticity. Delighted to be here.
Awesome. And Misty.
Hi, I am Misty Cassidy. I'm a productivity coach and advocate for women entrepreneurs. I help in helping women entrepreneurs to streamline their payroll and bookkeeping, build their business credit, and to perform at their peak with my productivity coaching.
Awesome. And Victoria.
Hi, I'm Victoria from Cocoa Bean Town. We're a chocolate events and education company. We do chocolate tasting events for team builders and enrichment activities as client reward events.
Hello, my new best friend.
Hi.
And Christy?
Hi, everyone. I'm Christy Rich. I help to empower women with their health and wellness and their joy. And I help them especially preconception through postpartum. Happy to be here.
Awesome. All right. We are going to move on and have a group discussion. Again, if you have something to add, definitely raise your hand and let us learn from your wisdom. This is a fantastic opportunity to share what it is you're doing as well as learn from others. So, today's discussion, we're talking about attracting new customers. And one of the things that for a lot of people, a big part of attracting a new customer is really what is their differentiation. So, I would love to hear from people like, do you have a unique differentiator? And what we're going to do is we're going to launch a poll. And part of this is, do you have a unique differentiator for your business? So I'm launching that poll. Like, some of the answers are things like, yes, like we all are doing the same thing, but I've got superior marketing. So that's how I get my customers. Or maybe you think, like I don't have a real big differentiator. Or maybe there's lots of us that are doing the same thing. Or maybe there's a small group of you that have broken out, but you definitely are in the class with that particular group. So we're looking to find out who feels they've got a unique differentiator, a true differentiator for their business. And if after you're answering that poll, if you'd like to share a little bit about your unique differentiator, use that raise your hand function. So we're talking about attracting new customers. We're looking for people to share their experiences. And how is your business different from your competitors? And how do you communicate that to your customer? So, all right, I think we've got some folks that are ready to share. And I'm sorry, I'm going to screw this up again.
Naima.
Naima. Okay, I'm going to say it like 6 times and then hopefully I won't screw it up again. You're
Thank
first.
you.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So I teach communication in the corporate space, but my background is as an actress. And so an actress who worked in corporate, it's definitely sort of a unique background. And I've been able to use that skill set to help thousands of colleagues to, sort of grow as speakers in professional settings.
That's awesome. Fantastic. Thank you for sharing. Tish, you're up next.
So I'm kind of a fire-breathing dragon in what I do, because most people who are in marketing are talking about tactics. They're talking about things. I'm not actually a marketer. I'm a brand strategist. However, in that, what I wanted to share is if you are looking for your market differentiator, what you first need to start with is who really are your ideal customers and what is differentiating them and what value are they finding from you, and then repeating that back out. Because we so often are looking at very surface level things, which are features and functions, or, oh, I'm faster to pick up the phone or something like that. But where is the true value you are bringing to your customers? And then how can you put that back out to attract more customers who are looking for that same thing? So if you're struggling with it, the best thing to do is actually ask the people you have, why is it you're here? And what is it you're getting a value from me that you weren't able or couldn't find in the competition?
Awesome. Okay. Pam?
Yes. So my differentiator, I'm a financial advisor, but better than that, I'm a behavioral financial advisor. So what that means is that I married the neuroscience of how people make money decisions with traditional financial planning. That has been quite the differentiator over the past several years on taking it from a values-based discussion and money mindset and how you grow up with money and all of that in order to really move for people forward with their finances. So people really like that, and that has been my differentiator.
Fantastic. All right, Manuela?
Hi, I think I have differentiating both of my offers. For the Reels offer, what I notice is that people, what I offer is really for beginners, for people who have no clue about how Instagram works or how to make a reel, etc. I feel like there's a lot of courses that are like, here's the strategy and all that, but like, okay, I don't know what buttons to press. So that is the part that I noticed that was missing, and that's why I created this. And for the life coaching, as a former breast cancer surgeon and just work with women now, so I have seen what not feeling, living a fulfilled life does to people and where they end up. So I feel like I'm very qualified to help them out, not be in someone else's office in the future.
Right. All right. Brianne?
For me, it really comes down to that distinction of people not necessarily thinking of their voice and what it can do for them until it's too late. So a little bit similarly, my background in healthcare and rehabilitating injured voices means there was a huge gap between the time that people were like, you know, something seems off. I'm noticing strain. I'm noticing hoarseness. I'm noticing I'm feeling more nervous to speak up. And they just kind of let it ride until they end up in the clinic. So I want to close that preventative gap. So my background as a speech and voice pathologist is a huge differentiator, but I also bring in the intuitive voice. When we connect with our intuition and resonate that through our sound that we're using, I think that really takes it to a deeper level than just, let's get you prepared for your talk. So that's kind of what sticks out to me, or the feedback I get most often.
Fantastic. All right, Orly?
So you've all heard me say this already. And for those of you who know me, that I talk about making fuzzy clear. I found that that really resonates with people who are actually struggling to be heard. And I talk a lot about the idea that we're being messaged, you know, a rate of something like 15,000 messages a day, so like around 4 million a year. And so what I've found is what really resonates with people is that they understand that they need to communicate. But what most people tend to do is they try to cover lots of bases. And what I can do is really, and what I've learned is really important, is not what you say, how you say it. And also that you focus, as Tish said, focus on the problem that your ideal client is having, and that you are showing a way that you can solve that problem. And as I say, help them sleep better at night.
Okay. And Anne Riley?
Hi, I'm a certified adaptability coach, and so my distinction is around the certification. And there's only about, I guess, about 150 people who have gone through this professional level certification by AQAI. And I did that because I was wanted to essentially help my former self when I was in the corporate world, running a large sales team across international markets. And if I, in that position, were to buy from the current me, I would want something that's research-backed, science-based, data-driven, with impact. And so I got this professional level certification in order to have that, the credibility and the resources behind me in order to offer services to leaders helping teams through change.
Nice. Very nice. And I'm just going to share the results of our poll with everybody. For the folks in the room, yay! Most people feel very comfortable that they have a true differentiator or that they've managed to position themselves well. We have a couple folks that are saying, you know, I'm one of a small group of people that is broken out of the pack, but I do understand there are some other folks that do things similar to me. And we've got some folks who are like, maybe, you know, not quite sure if we've got that true differentiator or not. So going into today's discussion, Liam, can you share the slide with the discussion questions, please? So we've pulled together some discussion questions for the breakout rooms. Don't have to address all of these questions. Liam, can you share that slide? Hello. There we go. All right.
All right,
So
hitting the unmute took over my screen.
yes. Okay. So can you give me the next slide, please? This was the main room discussion. You know, how is your business different and how are you communicating that to your customer? But for our breakout rooms, we've got some suggestions in terms of discussion questions. And what we're going to do is we're going to break us up into 5 rooms, and one of our team will be heading off into each room. because one of the things that we do here at Lioness is, hey, we've got a magazine and we write articles that help other people, other female entrepreneurs, other female founders, other female business people. So we want to be able to take away some of this information. So when you go off to the breakout room, you will be going with one of the members of our team who will be taking notes and helping to facilitate the conversation. And we want to be able to, frankly, quote you and get you more visibility as well. So anything that you can do to help our team do this effectively will be awesome. And again, each one of our team members will be bringing these questions in. And so you can decide as a group which questions that you want to answer. So, Liam, can you split us up into breakout rooms, please?
Yep, ready to go. How long do you want those rooms open, Bobbie?
Let's see. What time is it now? Let us give people a substantial amount of time to do that. So let's say 20 minutes. And then what we can do is bring back the information to the main room and have still a bit of a group discussion about what people learned in those breakout rooms. So again, if we can have people kind of keeping their minds, trained on actually recording some of that, we will be able to share that information for everyone. So we've got a 20-minute breakout room that gives us enough time to get a little bit in depth. And again, one of our big things is everybody gets a chance to speak around here. So let's make sure that we share the stage. All right, Liam, let's go. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. So am I still muted? No, I'm not still muted. You guys can hear me, right? Yes. Okay, good. Got a little message. You're muted. I'm like, no, I'm not. Welcome back. And did you guys have a great conversation? Our group was busy little beavers. Maybe didn't get to all of the questions. That's okay. If you have something from your group that you wanted to share, if you can use that raise your hand function, that would be amazing. Nancy, thank you for being first on the line.
I just think, especially since we have short time, I just want to jump in and say, even though we talked about the strategies for how to use our differentiation and get traction with that, the biggest strategy is the networking and being together and hearing each other and being held up by each other and just having someone to listen to and someone to kind of bounce ideas off of. And so I just am really aware of how the network is what fosters and builds and drives all the other things we're talking about.
Oh, thank you. That's excellent. Manuela.
Hi, I just wanted to mention that it was interesting in our group that we had so many different avenues. It was like podcasts, social media, in-person events. So I think for me, the message is always like the strategy almost doesn't matter. It just anything can work if that's okay. This is what I believe in. As Nancy said, yes, definitely 100% the networking and the people for sure.
That's great. And actually, we were talking about in our group, the example I gave is we do have so many industries, so many geographies represented, so many areas of expertise, so many different years of experience and levels and life stages in these groups. And that is actually one thing that you can do in industry and in business. You can borrow from other industries and it's new and exciting in your industry, but it could be old hat somewhere else. So learning from each other in these diverse groups is fantastic. Kim, you're up next.
I just want to bring up something because it was such a surprise to everybody else. And I thought, wow, should I tell other people? There's this thing called Substack. It's totally free. It's basically like, I'm going to say like a blog, if you remember what blogs were like. Totally free. You create it with your own name of whatever your business is, whatever keyword you want or something. So you can, like mine is engage customers now, that's substack.com. I write a blog basically every week and it goes out in this is totally free. The newsletter is free. Creating the email list is totally free. For those who don't know about Substack, it's pretty awesome.
And actually, it sounds like you know a bit about Substack.
Yes.
There is also monetization strategies
There
involved with
is.
Substack.
There
Maybe you
is.
can talk a little bit about that for people that might be interested.
Yes. Okay. So it is totally free. So people can follow you for free at no cost, no problem. So they can find you in whatever often you want to send out a newsletter, it'll go. And then you have the option, and it doesn't have to be at day one. You could be 3 months in and be like, I want to monetize this. And so basically, Substack is saying, hey, just put this button on your page. You're paying them 20%, 30% of what you charge, let's say $5 a month, I don't know. And they're taking some percentage of it because, of course, they're helping you with this and they have amazing technology. Hello, as a technology person, is you can start charging for it. And then people can still get free content. And then each time you post, you can say, this is free or this is paid. And so then the free people can even get the free content and then see there's something else you could have gotten if you paid, just so you have the option for upselling if you want it. And so you have the option to stay free or to, in fact, make some money off of their platform.
Yay. Yes. Big fan of Substack. And everybody who's got a Substack, drop your link in. Kim, we
Okay,
want to
there you
see
go.
yours. Brienne's got hers in there. And yes, there are fantastic tools out there for monetizing your knowledge. And Substack is a fantastic option for that. All right. Getting back to the conversation about diverse groups being helpful, one of the other stories that I shared with my little group was years ago, I belonged to a group for tall people, Tall Clubs International. Now, just so everybody knows, I'm rather tall. In my household, I am actually rather short. We won't go there. But in this particular group, you had to be 5'10" as a woman or 6'2" as a guy. These were the only requirements for entry into this group. And there were various chapters around the world. I belong to the Boston Beanstalks chapter. And the only thing that these people had in common was they were tall. And I would say it was among the most diverse groups I have ever belonged to in my entire life. It was really a lot of fun. And it was so interesting. And they had so many different interactions and activities and different people coming and going at all times. And if you can find those groups that enable you to not just be in a group that all looks alike, sometimes magic happens. And yeah, I met my husband there. So we're going to say that much. All right. I'm like a foot taller than you. It's okay. It's all right. Absolutely. Are there things that other folks would like to share that you came up with in your group? I took some really cool notes. If there's any members of my team that were taking awesome notes, because I was taking notes and I was also enjoying hearing the different members of the group give each other feedback and share information. Tish, this is like an event made for you and a couple of other people here. I feel like you guys are like zeroed in on this stuff.
Yeah, I'm a long time listener, first time caller kind of situation where I was like, oh yeah, this is like right up my alley. I gotta go today. More, not as much for me, but to like help other people. So I don't remember the other lady's name who's the brand person, but she had said, really focusing on one thing well. And cannot emphasize that enough. I was going to say that, and then she took it, and I was like, oh, I can come up with another thing. It is really, truly that important. And I think the other thing to think about in that is focus on the one thing well that you enjoy, because the whole reason we're in business for ourselves is to enjoy life and have fun and really love our work, right? So if you're, yeah, I gotta do a blog, all the data points to a blog, and you hate writing, that might not be for you. But if you really enjoy being on Facebook, even though maybe it seems like there's not as many people there, if you're really enjoying it, the people will come because you're having fun and they're having fun and there's that connection, right? So that's just what I wanted to add.
Fantastic. All right. Other folks that want to share what you came up with in your group or any big learnings that you take away with, like, some of the people, came to the group looking for help? Maybe anybody get help, get ideas? Everybody's like, no, I am keeping my secrets. That's okay. Natalie.
Yeah, we really focused on messaging and clarity and like how do we communicate? I know I can help anybody with any messaging, but when it comes to my own, I torture myself. If you go to hercsuite.com, Bobbie knows this. I'll call her up. I'll be like, okay, so I changed it for the 55th time. Does this make sense to you? But it's really easy. So I loved our conversation really around how do we communicate effectively? What problem are you solving? And then what's the outcome? I know that was one of the things that we were kind of focusing on is like, what is the outcome? And I would add to that, what happens? What is the risk? It's like cost avoidance or avoidance. What happens if you don't do the thing, right? If you don't work together, or what is the downside? What are you missing? I think that's a really powerful thing to help people understand that I don't know, attract them to you.
Yep. No, I absolutely agree. And the downside of a lot of these things is, not being as effective in our marketing, not being as effective in our businesses. It's like to know your differentiator and be able to communicate it to your customers is an incredible thing. And sometimes it takes a little bit of work to zero in on the right thing. I do have one piece of advice for people. And if you're looking for that differentiator, start off with the problem that you solve for your customer. What is the pain your customer feels? Your perfect customer, how can you help solve their problem? How can you help them avoid pain or solve their pain? Like, these are the important things that, we need to think about as we are often very focused, I think, on ourselves and what it is we offer. If you come at it from the customer perspective, that is very, very valuable to your efforts in terms of your differentiation, your messaging, your communication. Just so we know, I dropped the link into the chat for everybody. So July networking registration is in the chat. And also, if you are not already a member of the Lioness Entrepreneur Forum on Facebook, definitely drop that link in the chat as well. And if you have any interest in connecting with other people through today's event or through other events that we hold, definitely put your contact information or your LinkedIn, whatever works for you, into the chat. And I do want to make sure that everybody has the time to get off to their next session today. I don't know about the rest of you, but I end up blocked back to back most days. And also let us know if these things are helpful to you. We will be writing articles. We will be also sharing the recordings on the Lioness platform. And also, I just want to thank everybody for coming today. Hoping this was helpful and you took away something and also made some great connections. And we'll have to say so long, farewell. Thank you again for joining us today. Take care, everybody, and hopefully we'll see you in July. Take care. Bye-bye.